My coffee shop kept charging me half price. Then the barista cried when I asked her name. I've gone to the same coffee shop, Brew and Bean, almost every morning for 2 years. Same time, 7:30 a.m. sharp. Same drink, a large iced coffee with oat milk and an extra shot. The barista, with bright purple hair and a nose ring, always gave me this weird, knowing smile, and she almost never charged me full price. At first I figured she was just being nice to a regular, or the register was acting up, but it kept happening. She'd tap a few buttons, glance around like she didn't want anyone to notice, then say a total that was way too low. Other people paid $6 for the same drink I got for $3. I wasn't mad about saving money, but it felt odd, like I was missing something. Then last month it got way weirder. One morning I picked up my cup and saw the name Emma written in neat letters. I just stared at it because I'd never told anyone there my name. I asked how she knew that. She shrugged, wouldn't look at me, and said, "Lucky guess." After that it kept stacking up. I'd walk in and she'd already be making my drink, like she somehow knew the second I pulled on the door. She switched me to oat milk before I ever said I couldn't do dairy, and when I asked why, she just said, "It'll sit better." She always turned the cup so it fit my left hand, and I didn't even realize I did that until she did it every day. On Mondays she made it less sweet, like she knew I felt rough after the weekend. One Tuesday I came in late, sweating, phone in my hand because I had a big presentation. Before I could even speak, she slid my drink over with an extra shot and said, "You're gonna nail it." There was a little note on the cup that said, "Breathe." I stood there blinking because I hadn't told her anything about my day. Another morning I tried to pay full price on purpose, like maybe I could reset whatever was happening. She pushed my card back and said, "No, it's fine," like she was begging me not to make a scene. Sometimes I'd look up and catch her watching me through the window, then she'd snap away and start wiping the counter or restocking pastries. If I caught her eye, she'd smile like she was relieved and sad at the same time. She kept writing Emma, even on days I wore a coat and hat like I could hide. The more it happened, the more my stomach stayed tight the whole walk there. I even checked the receipt once, and it still showed a weird discount. My coworkers started joking when I told them about it. "Purple hair's in love," one guy said, and another one laughed. "Emma thinks you're cute." I laughed too, but it didn't feel like a crush. It felt familiar, like she knew me in a way I didn't understand. Yesterday morning I finally decided I was done pretending it was normal. I got to the counter, and she handed me my drink before I even finished saying hi. She'd added the extra shot again, and there was a note on the cup that said, "You've got this." I took a breath and said, "Hey, this might sound weird, but I come here all the time and I never actually got your name." The second I said it, her whole body froze. Her face went pale like I'd asked something awful, not something normal. She held the coffee pot with both hands, and it actually shook. For a few seconds she just stared at me, eyes wide. Then tears rolled down fast and she whispered, "You really don't remember me, do you?" My heart dropped because I had no idea what she meant. I started to apologize, but she cut me off with a shaky breath and said, "It's Ashley, Ashley Delgado." The name hit me, and still nothing clicked. I said, "I'm sorry, I swear I'm not trying to be rude. Where do I know you from?" She laughed once, but it came out like a sob. "Riverside Elementary," she said. "Kindergarten through 4th grade. You were Emma back then, and that did it." I remembered sleepovers, blanket forts, and us pretending her mom's old coffee machine made grown-up drinks. I remembered splitting Halloween candy and swearing we'd be best friends forever. Ashley wiped her cheeks and told me her family moved to Portland when we were 9 because her dad got transferred. We promised we'd write, but we were kids and it faded. She said she moved back for university and started working at Brew and Bean about 3 years ago. The first day I walked in, she recognized me right away, but she got scared to say it out loud, so she stayed quiet and just took care of me the only way she could. Discounts, because she remembered me showing up without lunch money and getting embarrassed. My order, because she remembered it from our pretend coffee shop games. Emma, because that's what she always called me. The guy behind me cleared his throat and said, Can I order?" Ashley flinched. I held up a hand and said, "1 second, please." I looked at Ashley and said, "I remember now. I'm so sorry." She nodded hard, still crying, and I slid my phone across the counter. "Put your number in," I said, and she did, hands shaking. Now people are saying I was cold for forgetting her. Was I wrong?